You're here for the insights, the distilled knowledge, and the stuff that makes you go, aha! Welcome to this deep dive.
Glad to be diving in.
Today, we're zeroing in on something, well, pretty fundamental to every business out there, the magic of words.
Absolutely.
Think of it like getting backstage access to the secrets the real word wizards use, crafting those ads and marketing messages that stop you in your tracks.
And actually make you think, hey, I need that. Yeah.
Exactly.
We've taken a really fascinating look at some core principles, actually, and we've synthesized them into a framework we're calling the 7-word wonders make your business pop.
Ooh, I like that. Make your business pop.
It's all about understanding the strategic power of language, how to forge genuine connections with customers, and really highlight what makes a business and its products stand out.
Okay, 7-word wonder. Sounds like we're about to unlock some hidden levels here. Give us the quick rundown. What are these essential principles we're going to explore?
Right. So we'll be dissecting 7 key areas, really crucial for impactful business communication.
Okay.
First up is the attention grabber. How to make people look.
Makes sense. Gotta look first.
They will delve into speak their language, talking for yourself, so everyone understands.
Crucial.
Third is make them want it, showing why your stuff is awesome.
The desire factor. Got it.
Fourth, know your crowd, talking to the right people.
Right audience, right message.
Fifth, what's in it for them, highlighting the cool stuff you get.
The value prop.
Sixth, the awesome deal, making offers they can't refuse.
Sweetening the pot.
And finally, 7th, time to act, telling people what to do next.
The call to action.
Okay.
Right. 7 linguistic power-ups. Love it. To make a business truly resonate. I'm ready. Let's kick things off with the first wonder. The attention grabber.
Yeah.
I mean, in today's world, everyone's just bombarded with messages, right? How do businesses even get a look in?
Well, this really boils down to the art of the headline, that initial critical hook.
Yeah.
Picture it like trying to get noticed at a bustling marketplace. Your stall needs something that instantly draws the eye.
Okay.
An effective attention-grabbing headline, it delivers some key wins. It dramatically boosts visibility, for one.
Right.
It ignites curiosity, compelling people to, learn more. And ultimately, it elevates the perceived value and excitement of what you're offering.
Right. That makes perfect sense. So what are the pitfalls then, if a business kind of fumbles this initial grab for attention?
Oh, the consequences can be pretty stark, actually. A weak headline just means your message will likely just, fade into the background, completely overlooked. You essentially fail to give anyone a compelling reason to invest even a moment of their time. And the irony is, even if you have an amazing product, maybe the best service ever,
Yeah.
a lackluster headline can make it seem utterly uninteresting right from the get-go.
So let's get tactical. What are some proven strategies? What have U.S. companies used to really nail that attention-grabbing first impression?
We see a few effective patterns emerge. One powerful technique is posing a question, something that directly addresses a need or concern of the target audience.
Okay, like what?
Think about Crest asking, "Give your kids a fighting chance." That immediately taps into a really powerful parental instinct,
Yeah, good one.
Another is clearly promising a valuable benefit, like GE air conditioners with "Why swelter through another hot summer?"
Right, hitting that pain point.
Exactly. It leverages the power of directly addressing a pain point and offering a solution. And finally, just using strong, action-oriented language that can generate immediate excitement. Like video game ad shouting, "Play the ultimate adventure."
Those examples really hit home. Now, thinking about the other side of the coin, what are some common mistakes businesses make when trying to capture our attention?
Well, one frequent misstep is simply stating the product name. No hook, no intrigue. Imagine a coffee shop sign that just reads coffee.
Yeah, boring. Doesn't really pull you in.
Exactly. Another is using headlines that are just confusing or don't have a clear connection to what's being offered. A headline like "The Sound of Blue for new headphones," for example.
What does that even mean?
Right. It doesn't immediately communicate value. And then you have those headlines that are just too long and rambling. In today's fast-paced world, nobody has the patience for that.
True. So if someone listening wants to sharpen their attention-grabbing game, what's a crucial insight? What should they take away?
Okay. Pinpoint the single most compelling or maybe unique aspect of what you're offering, what makes it truly stand out.
Right.
Then distill that into a concise and impactful headline. Ask yourself, what's the core problem I solve? Or what's the biggest benefit I deliver?
Okay.
Then frame that. either as a question that sparks curiosity, psychologists call it the information gap,
Mm-hmm.
or as a clear benefit statement that immediately resonates with your ideal customer. So for instance, if you sell, say, extra durable phone cases,
Yeah.
instead of just our phone cases, maybe try never crack your screen again.
Ooh, yeah. That's headline gold. Okay, let's move on to our second word wonder. Speak their language. This is all about making sure your message actually lands clearly, right?
Absolutely. Think about how frustrating it is when you try and follow a conversation that's just filled with technical terms or jargon you don't understand.
Ugh, yeah. You just want to switch off.
Exactly. So in business communication, clarity and simplicity are absolutely key. The advantages are significant. You get broad audience comprehension,
Right.
sustained interest because people understand quickly, and importantly, you build trust through straightforward communication.
And what are the negative consequences when businesses get lost in, complex or unclear language?
Well, it leads straight to confusion and ultimately disengagement. Potential customers simply won't grasp the value proposition.
They just won't get it.
They won't get it.
Hmm.
It can even obscure the real benefits of the product, making it seem more complicated or intimidating than it actually is. And sometimes using overly sophisticated language can, totally backfire.
Oh, so?
It can make a business appear pretentious rather than knowledgeable or helpful. You end up alienating the very people you're trying to reach.
Yeah, I can see that. So which U.S. companies really excel at speaking in a way that, resonates with everyone?
Well, many successful brands prioritize clear communication. Look at everyday product commercials for things like cleaning supplies or food.
Hmm.
They use simple, relatable language to explain how their products fit into your life. Online platforms like Amazon, they're masters of using short, direct sentences.
Oh, yeah, the bullet points.
Exactly. Bullet points in their product descriptions make it easy to quickly digest key info. And a particularly effective tactic is directly addressing the audience using you.
Right.
Like in the phrase, "You can simplify your life with our new app." It creates an immediate sense of relevance and connection.
So what are some common linguistic stumbles you see businesses making here? Like, where did they trip up?
A really frequent mistake is the unnecessary use of industry-specific jargon. Imagine a simple fitness tracker being described using terms like biofeedback loops and galvanic skin response without any clear explanation. It just creates a barrier for the average person.
Totally inaccessible.
Right. Another common error is constructing long, convoluted sentences that are just difficult to follow, and you lose the reader's attention fast. And finally, failing to explain what a product does in plain, simple terms, that's a big issue.
Can you give an example?
Sure, saying something like, "Our platform leverages synergistic data streams for enhanced user engagement."
Oh,
Instead of "Our website helps you connect with more customers easily," it completely misses the mark for most people.
yeah, huge difference. So what's the actionable advice for our listeners? How can they make sure they're speaking their customers' language?
Okay, a really helpful exercise is to imagine you're explaining your product or service to someone who has zero prior knowledge of it, maybe even a kid.
Okay, simplify it right down.
Exactly. This forces you to strip away any jargon and use simple, direct language. Focus on the core function and the primary benefit, and articulate it in the most straightforward way possible. Use short, clear sentences.
So instead of the complex example.
Right. Instead of "Our cloud-based solution facilitates seamless data integration," you could try, "Our software helps all your different systems work together smoothly."
Simple, direct, effective. Love it. Okay, now let's move on to our third word wonder. Make them want it. This sounds like it's about tapping into desire, not just explaining features. Yeah.
Exactly that. It's about shifting the focus. You move from simply listing product features,
Right.
what your product is,
Right.
to clearly articulating the customer benefits, what your product does for them.
Okay.
Highlighting these benefits is absolutely the key to creating desire. It allows potential customers to envision exactly how your product will improve their lives, maybe solve their problems or fulfill their needs.
So they can picture it.
They picture it. And ultimately, it provides compelling reasons why they should choose your offering over all the others. This taps into, a fundamental aspect of human psychology.
Which is?
People are more motivated by what they stand to gain than by just a list of attributes.
Gotcha. And what happens if a business just lists features without connecting them to those crucial benefits?
Well, you run the very real risk of your audience not understanding why those features even matter.
Right.
They might see a list of attributes like, "Our blender has 10 speeds," but they fail to grasp the actual value. Like that, it can create incredibly smooth smoothies in seconds.
Okay, so they don't see the so what.
Exactly. This leads to a lack of perceived need or just no excitement. And ultimately, customers are far more likely to be drawn to a competitor who clearly spells out how their product will positively impact their lives.
So how do successful U.S. companies make us really want what they're selling? What's the trick?
They often center their messaging around the specific problem their product solves. For example, Dropbox. They don't just say we offer cloud storage.
Yeah. What do they say?
They highlight how they help users keep your files safe and accessible from anywhere. See the difference.
Yeah, clear benefit.
Using customer testimonials is another incredibly powerful strategy, showcasing real-life examples of the positive impact. Think of before and after photos and weight loss ads.
Oh yeah, classic.
Or enthusiastic reviews for a helpful software. And sometimes, directly contrasting their benefits with the shortcomings of competitors can be very effective.
Sure.
Like a vacuum cleaner ad emphasizing more suction power than any other leading brand. A direct comparison of benefit.
Got it. What are some typical mistakes businesses make in this crucial area, this creating desire part?
A very common mistake is simply listing features without explaining their value in a relatable way. Saying, our car has anti-lock braking system and side airbags.
Okay, factual.
It's factual, but doesn't explicitly connect to the benefit of, increased safety and peace of mind for the driver and passenger.
Right, doesn't hit the emotion.
Exactly. Another error is not painting a picture of how the product fits into the customer's life and solves their problems. And some businesses just make the assumption that customers will automatically understand the advantages of certain features. No clear explanation.
So for our listeners who want to make their offerings truly irresistible, what's the key takeaway here?
Okay, for every single feature your product or service boasts, proactively ask yourself, so what? What does this mean for the customer?
The so what test.
The so what test. The answer to that question is the core benefit. Then make sure your marketing and communication prominently emphasizes these benefits. Use vivid language, help your audience imagine the positive outcomes, how your product will make their lives better.
Can you give an example, like for headphones?
Sure. For noise-canceling headphones, instead of just saying, features advanced noise cancellation technology.
Which is just a feature.
Right. Say something like, experience pure silence and immerse yourself in your audio even in the noisiest environments.
Yeah.
Feel the difference.
Yeah, much more evocative. All right, we're building a powerful vocabulary of persuasion here. Let's move on to word wonder number 4. Know your crowd. This is all about laser-focused communication, isn't it?
Absolutely. Trying to market a product or service to everyone. It's like shouting into the wind. Your message is likely to get lost, have minimal impact.
Right.
Knowing your target audience intimately is absolutely crucial for effective communication. When you tailor your message specifically to the right people,
The ones who care.
those who have a genuine need or interest in what you offer, it becomes significantly more relevant and engaging. Plus, this lets you use your marketing resources much more efficiently.
Makes sense. Focus the spending.
All right. Focus your efforts on those most likely to become paying customers. And ultimately, it fosters a stronger sense of connection and understanding between your brand and your audience.
It's more than just demographics, though, right?
Oh, totally. Understanding demographics is just the starting point.
Yeah.
You need to delve into psychographics, their values, interests, lifestyles, things like that.
Okay. And what are the downsides if a business doesn't really know who they're talking to, if they get this wrong?
Well, the most immediate consequence is that your message will likely be ignored by the vast majority of people you reach. Simple as that.
Wasted effort.
Wasted effort, wasted time, wasted money on advertising to individuals who have zero interest in your product or service. Even worse, bombarding people with irrelevant promotions can actually irritate them.
Yeah, I hate that.
Right. Leads to a negative perception of your brand. It's like trying to sell, gourmet dog food to someone who doesn't even own a pet. Just pointless.
So what are some effective ways U.S. companies target their communication? How do they connect with specific audiences?
They use a variety of, pretty sophisticated strategies, actually. One is identifying and targeting specific interests and demographics within publications, both online and offline.
Like magazines or websites.
Exactly. A fitness magazine will feature ads for workout gear, supplements, targeted right at health-conscious people. Another way is carefully choosing language and tone that resonates with their target demographic.
How so?
Like using specific slang or cultural references in marketing aimed at a younger audience, maybe. and showcasing relatable scenarios and situations in their advertising.
Ah, like the family car ads.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
Commercials for minivans depicting the joys and challenges of family life. Helps potential customers see themselves using the product.
Okay. What mistakes do businesses often make when it comes to understanding and targeting their audience? Where do they mess up?
A very common error is creating overly generic marketing messages, trying to appeal to everyone.
Appeals to no one.
Exactly. Excites no one in particular. An ad for new and improved everything just lacks focus, won't resonate with any specific need.
Right.
Another mistake is using an inappropriate tone or style for the intended audience, like using very formal technical language to advertise a fun children's toy.
Yeah. Wrong vibe.
Totally wrong vibe. And finally, advertising on platforms or in channels that their target audience just doesn't frequent, that's a significant waste of resources. Showing ads for, say, retirement homes on TikTok.
Probably not going to work.
Probably not. Clear targeting misfire.
So for our listeners looking to connect more effectively with their ideal customers, what's the crucial advice here?
You need to develop a deep, deep understanding of your ideal customer. Go beyond basic demographics. Really delve into their interests, their pain points, the kind of language they use.
Where they hang out.
Yeah, where they spend their time online and offline, what their values are. Creating detailed buyer personas can be incredibly helpful here.
Okay.
Once you have that clear picture of your target audience, you can then tailor everything, your messaging, your tone, your choice of marketing channels, to speak directly to them in a way that feels personal and relevant.
Got an example.
Sure. If you're selling, say, handcrafted jewelry to environmentally conscious millennials, you might highlight the sustainable sourcing of your materials. Use visuals that reflect their values and aesthetic. Speak their language, basically.
Okay, makes total sense. We're halfway through our journey of word wonders. Let's dive into number 5. What's in it for them? This feels like taking those benefits we talked about and really amplifying them, turning up the volume.
Exactly. It builds directly on that idea of highlighting benefits, but yeah, it's about making those benefits crystal clear, prominent, and frankly, undeniably appealing.
Right.
It's about really emphasizing the cool stuff, the tangible advantages and positive outcomes a customer will experience by choosing your product or service.
So not just the benefit, but the really cool part of the benefit.
Pretty much. When you effectively showcase this value proposition, it generates genuine excitement. It makes your offer far more attractive and desirable. And it gives customers clear, compelling justification for making a purchase. They can easily see the direct rewards of choosing you.
And what happens if that cool stuff, those amplified benefits, aren't clearly communicated or emphasized enough?
Well, potential customers might significantly underestimate the true value of what you're offering. Your product or service could appear less appealing compared to competitors who are doing a better job of highlighting their advantages. And ultimately, potential buyers might hesitate. They might pause before making a purchase if they're not entirely sure what they stand to gain. It just creates uncertainty, a lack of compelling reasons to take action.
So what are some powerful ways U.S. companies effectively emphasize this value? How do they make it irresistible?
They frequently use value-driven language, incorporating phrases that directly communicate the benefits, like save time and money, or unlock your full potential, or experience unparalleled comfort. You hear these all the time.
Yeah.
Visually demonstrating the positive results is another highly effective technique we mentioned before and after.
Right, the transformations.
Exactly. Fitness, home improvement ads, cleaning products even, and offering attractive free extras, bonuses, or guarantees that significantly enhances the perceived value and makes the offer much more enticing.
The freebie effect.
Totally.
Okay, what are some common mistakes businesses make when trying to showcase this crucial what's in it for them factor?
A very common mistake is solely focusing on the price without adequately detailing the benefits that justify that price. Simply stating, our product is competitively priced. Well, that doesn't tell people what they're actually getting for their money.
Right, cheap isn't always value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another pitfall is being vague or generic about the advantages offered, like claiming our service provides excellent results. What results? Be specific.
Yeah, means nothing.
Right. And finally, failing to highlight truly impressive or unique features and the significant benefits they provide. Customers might completely miss out on the very reasons they should choose your offering if you don't shout about the best bits.
So for our listeners looking to really nail this what's in it for them aspect, what's the key advice? How do they amplify those benefits?
Okay, first, make a comprehensive list. all the positive outcomes, all the great experiences a customer will gain by choosing your product or service.
Brainstorm everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Then make sure you prominently emphasize these benefits in your marketing copy, in your communication. Use vivid, persuasive language that paints a clear picture of the positive impact on their lives.
Got an example. Maybe for, like, office furniture.
Sure. Instead of just saying, our ergonomic office chair provides lumbar support, which is a bit dry.
A bit technical.
Yeah. Try something like, say goodbye to back pain and enjoy all-day comfort with our ergonomically designed office chair so you can focus on what matters most, connected to their life, their pain points.
Nice. Okay, on to our sixth word wonder. The awesome deal. This is where businesses add that extra layer of temptation, right? Make it hard to say no.
Exactly. Even when potential customers are already showing interest, maybe they're browsing, maybe they're thinking about it.
On the fence.
Right, on the fence.
Yeah.
A well-crafted offer can provide that extra nudge, that compelling reason to finalize the purchase now. Creating truly awesome deals generates excitement, it can create a sense of urgency, and it can effectively convert those hesitant browsers into happy buyers. Plus, a strong offer can be a really significant differentiator. Helps you stand out from the competition.
And what are the potential downsides of not having attractive or compelling offers if you just stick to your standard price all the time?
Well, customers might just postpone their purchase. They might think, oh, I'll wait for a sale or hope for a better deal down the line.
Or look elsewhere.
Or they might simply choose a competitor who is currently offering more attractive incentives. Without compelling offers, your product or service might be perceived as maybe less valuable for the price. And you could miss out on significant sales opportunities, especially from those customers who are actively looking for a good bargain.
Yeah, the deal hunters.
Exactly.
So what kinds of awesome deals do we typically see from successful U.S. companies? What works?
Well, discounts are a classic, right?
Yeah.
Effective strategy used across virtually every industry, percentage off, dollar amount off. Creating valuable product bundles is another popular approach, where customers get more items or services together for a combined lower price. Think like software suites or fast food combos.
Okay, bundling.
And implementing limited time offers. Flash sales, special promotions, with a clear deadline. That's a powerful way to create a sense of urgency and encourage immediate action. Today only kind of thing.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Precisely. Taps right into that.
Okay. What are some common mistakes businesses make when it comes to their offer strategies? Where do the deals go wrong?
Well, one frequent mistake is just never offering any sales, discounts, or special promotions at all.
Yeah.
That can lead to a perception of consistently high prices and just deter price-sensitive customers.
Seems inflexible.
Yeah. Another pitfall is making offers that are confusing, maybe difficult to understand, or really cumbersome to redeem, like requiring complex discount codes or having loads of restrictions in fine print.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Right, just puts people off. And also, not creating a sense of urgency around their promotions. If an offer seems like it lasts forever, customers may not feel any pressure to act quickly and could easily just forget about it.
So for our listeners looking to craft those truly irresistible, awesome deals, what's the key? How do they make offers pop?
You got to brainstorm creative ways to enhance the perceived value of your offering. Provide an extra incentive for customers to buy now.
Like what?
Could you offer a percentage discount? Maybe a free gift with purchase.
Yeah.
A buy one, get one half price promotion. Or perhaps a limited time bundle with some added value thrown in.
So get creative with it.
Exactly. For example, if you sell online courses, you could offer something like, enroll in our flagship course this week and get a bonus module and a one-on-one coaching session absolutely free.
Yeah.
That feels like a really good deal.
Yeah, adds a lot of value. Okay, and finally, we arrive at our seventh and final word wonder, time to act. This is the all-important call to action, the CTA, that guides the customer right, tells them what to do.
Precisely. You've done all the hard work. You've captured their attention. You've explained your product, highlighted the benefits. You know your audience. You've emphasized the value, crafted an awesome deal.
You've led them right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now, you need to clearly tell them what you want them to do next. A strong, unambiguous call to action provides clear, concise instructions on how to proceed.
Makes it easy.
Simplifies the process of becoming a customer and directly drives conversions and sales by guiding them through the desired action. It's critical.
And what are the consequences if that call to action is missing? Or maybe it's unclear or just weak?
Well, potential customers might be genuinely interested in what you're offering, but they're just left unsure about how to actually make a purchase or take the next step.
So they just stop.
They might just stop, they might get distracted, their interest could wane, and ultimately, you'll miss out on valuable opportunities simply because you didn't clearly tell them what to do. It's like leading someone right up to the door, but not telling them to open it and come inside.
Yeah, got to finish the job. So what are some best practices? How do you craft effective calls to action that U.S. companies often employ?
Using strong action-oriented verbs is absolutely essential. Think of phrases like buy now, click here to learn more, sign up today, download your free guide, or contact us now. Very direct.
Get straight to the point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Visually highlighting the call to action is also key. Using prominent, maybe brightly colored buttons on websites or clear links in emails makes it easy for the user to spot.
Don't make them hunt for it.
No hunting allowed. And providing precise, unambiguous instructions, like including a specific website address or a phone number or even the name of the button to click, removes any potential confusion.
Okay. What are some common mistakes businesses make when it comes to their calls to action? The CTA fails.
Well, the most fundamental mistake is just omitting a call to action altogether. Just nothing, leaving potential customers hanging.
Wow. Yeah.
Another common error is making the call to action vague or maybe difficult to find on a web page or within an ad, buried somewhere.
Hidden away.
Yeah. And offering too many different options for the next step can actually lead to inaction, analysis paralysis.
Yeah, too many choices.
Right. People become overwhelmed by the choices. It's usually better to have one clear primary call to action. Focus them.
So for our listeners looking to optimize their calls to action, what's the key piece of advice, the final takeaway for this?
Always conclude your marketing materials, your web page, your ad, your email with a direct, concise, and easy-to-follow instruction on the specific next step you want your audience to take.
Make it foolproof.
Make it as simple and frictionless as possible for them to take that action. For example, if you're selling tickets to an event online, your call to action could be visit our website at getyourticketsnow.com and click the Purchase Tickets button to secure your spot today. Super clear.
And there you have it, the complete guide, really, to the 7-word wonders, make your business pop. We've taken a deep dive into how to effectively grab attention, speak your audience's language,
make your offering truly desirable,
connect with the right people, highlight the incredible value you provide, craft those irresistible deals.
And always guide your potential customers with a clear call to action.
Exactly.
These 7 principles, they might seem straightforward when you list them out like this.
Yeah, they sound logical.
But they are incredibly powerful when they're applied thoughtfully and strategically. By prioritizing clear, concise, and customer-centric communication, any business, really, can significantly strengthen its connection with its target audience and drive meaningful results.
Absolutely. So for you listening, maybe take a moment later to think about the last piece of marketing, an ad, an email, whatever, that really resonated with you, that really caught your eye or made you click.
Yeah, good exercise.
Which of these word wonders do you think it utilized most effectively? It's kind of a fascinating way to analyze the persuasive power of language that's all around us, isn't it?
It really is. Once you start looking, you see it everywhere.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. You're here for the insights, the distilled knowledge, and the stuff that makes you go, aha! Welcome to this deep dive.
Glad to be diving in.
Today, we're zeroing in on something, well, pretty fundamental to every business out there. The magic of words.
Absolutely.
Think of it like getting backstage access to the secrets the real word wizards use, crafting those ads and marketing messages that stop you in your tracks.
And actually make you think, hey, I need that. Yeah.
Exactly.
We've taken a really fascinating look at some core principles, actually, and we've synthesized them into a framework we're calling the 7-word wonders, make your business pop.
Ooh, I like that. Make your business pop.
It's all about understanding the strategic power of language, how to forge genuine connections with customers, and really highlight what makes a business and its products stand out.
Okay, 7-word wonders. Sounds like we're about to unlock some hidden levels here. Give us the quick rundown. What are these essential principles we're going to explore?
Right. So we'll be dissecting 7 key areas, really crucial for impactful business communication.
Okay.
First up is the attention grabber. How to make people look.
Makes sense. Got to look first.
Then we'll delve into speak their language, talking for yourself, so everyone understands.
Crucial.
Third is make them want it, showing why your stuff is awesome.
The desire factor. Got it.
Fourth, know your crowd, talking to the right people.
Right audience, right message.
Fifth, what's in it for them, highlighting the cool stuff you get.
The value prop.
6th, the awesome deal, making offers they can't refuse.
Sweetening the pot.
And finally, 7th, time to act, telling people what to do next.
The call to action.
Okay.
Right. 7 linguistic power-ups. Love it. To make a business truly resonate. I'm ready. Let's kick things off with the first wonder. The attention grabber.
Yeah.
I mean, in today's world, everyone's just bombarded with messages, right? How do businesses even get a look in?
Well, this really boils down to the art of the headline, that initial critical hook.
Yeah.
Picture it like trying to get noticed at a bustling marketplace. Your stall needs something that instantly draws the eye.
Okay.
An effective attention-grabbing headline, it delivers some key wins. It dramatically boosts visibility.